Okay, so that's a little taste of what roller derby is. So from my understanding of watching the video, they get everybody liquored up and then yell One Direction is great, and then there's this big squabble of women going at it over which one's theirs. Am I right? Is this anywhere close to the sport?
I mean, it's pretty close.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we usually try to fight over Harry Styles.
Oh, very nice.
So many names of people. I
There's I don't know if you've ever actually seen the trophy that they win at the end of the season, but it's a life-size Harry Connick Jr. doll.
That reference I
and
understand.
that's what everybody wants to take home.
I would find a lot more.
Yeah.
Instead of some stupid trophies.
So tell us a little bit about roller derby.
Streets.
Who's nominated for that?
Streets.
It's not roller games, right? Is that correct? There's no
No, it's
alligator.
also not rollerball. That's a little different too.
I saw some puzzle. Roller Games, was this great show back in the late 80s where they were on inline skates and they skated up the thing. But anyways, the most important thing is in overtime, exactly, there was an alligator pit in the middle.
Yep. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful.
We had skaters
I just
post
broke
that to our
it.
Facebook.
Technical issues.
Oh, look at that. Look, we have some.
We can't take you anywhere.
This is just great audio content for the podcast right here. This is for the people saying,
I'll just do this and go back and forth.
Hey.
This is why we can't have nice
That's
things.
right.
It's a new swivel arm.
So,
So alligators, anyways, roller derby.
right, this is why you don't let alligators into your studio. Okay, so but essentially it's a track. It's a roller track. You're going around it clockwise, counterclockwise. Anybody have a preference? Is it different in the southern hemisphere than in the northern hemisphere?
No.
That's a real question. Is it?
No.
Okay, and so there's people that score the points, from my understanding.
The jammers.
And the was it?
Jammers.
The jammers, correct. And then there's the other people that need to prevent them so that they're allowed to score.
The blockers.
The blockers. Okay, so we're down to, there's an offense and a defense here. I think we're nicely getting into this. So for the rest of it, I'm going to recommend people go to Wikipedia and read the article. How did you all individually, like, what made you decide to get into roller derby?
So I went to school with a girl who ended up playing after we graduated, and I had Facebook stalked her, essentially, like looking at all of her pictures, and we met up at a wedding. And I was like, that's so amazing, you have to tell me everything. And she was like, well, why don't you just sign up? And I was like, I can't sign up for roller derby.
I never learned to read or write, John.
Yeah.
Or Jessica, whatever the...
I'll die. And she was like, well, I haven't died. And I was like, oh, I guess that's true. So, okay. And that was it. I bought a fresh meat package and went to the next Assassination City sign up, and here I am.
And so I guess, what are some of the not qualifications, but what do you have to do to kind of get prepared for the first? How does it work? What's the induction into it?
Honestly, you don't have to have any skating skills. You really don't even have to have any equipment for our first fresh meat meetup, because we'll tell you what all you need to get, and you just have to have a willingness to learn. That's pretty much it.
Like anything in life. Am I right? Am I right, ladies?
Or it's Steve.
Matt? Yeah, okay. Because nobody's down with this learning and get better at life thing. All right. So tell us, how did you get done? Arson. I'm making sure I'm doing this right.
No.
I don't know why you're trying now.
No, hold on.
40
Polly.
minutes in.
I'm getting better at this.
Yeah.
All right. So Polyanarchy, how did you get into?
I had a friend that played in Houston, and she said I should look up Assassination City, and I did. And I signed up that night.
Now, tell us a little bit about Assassination City. Is a league,
Yeah.
correct? And how does it break down? How does it work? Are there teams that go under the league?
There's
or?
4 teams in the league. There's the Deadly Kennedys, which is my team.
DK for life.
Her team is the Lone Star Assassins, and then we have Ruby's Revenge.
I'm starting to catch a theme here. I mean, I'm figuring it out. When I get to it, I'll let you know. But I'm starting to catch on.
And then we have Viva la Revolution as well, which we don't have any team members from there.
Well, we don't like them. If they don't show up,
Yeah. Boo. So, but we know which 3 we're rooting for this
right.
season. So when did the season start?
February.
February. When does it run through?
September?
September.
Our championship game is in September.
Okay.
It's like a whole year. And
Yeah.
not really
Basically.
just like a season.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
We
there's
play once
3 or 4 months
play,
off.
Our home team bouts once a month. It's the 3rd Saturday of every month at Thunderbird Roller Rink in Plano.
That's by my house.
Taylor,
Like
why
you
aren't
better.
you involved in this?
I could go watch this.
She's
You
too
could
busy
play.
sweating.
Totally
in her
play.
You could totally
There
do
with
it.
no AC.
So
Next one, so that would make the next one on July 18th.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. And how can people, is it something you need to buy tickets for? Is it something you come out and just cry until people let you in? How does it work?
You can go online to acderby.com
Okay.
and get tickets ahead of time for $10, or you can buy them at the door for $15.
Okay, and I've been to a couple before, and y'all have like a vendor's lounge too? Almost, so it's more than just, or at least the last time I went, when it was down near Fair Park, there's more to do than just sit and watch the Derby, which in and of itself is already fascinating to watch. But there are other things to do there as well. What are some other things?
Yeah, we do have vendors that stop in from time to time, clothing, jewelry, things like that.
We usually have a chiropractor there.
Halftime we'll
smart.
have a
Halftime we usually have a band or something like that, some sort of entertainment.
Okay, so it's a full event. If you're going to spend the $10, you're going to go out. You're going to have, just like going to any other sporting event, it's not just like an hour of everybody going in a circle. It's a full-blown event.
And you're going to see 2 games every time you come, too.
What's usual? How many number of games do you usually get to see?
2.
It is 2? Okay. And so is it every week? How often are the games?
Every month, once a month.
Okay. So between February and that leaves you about, 6, 7 games? And how does it, like round robin, how does it work?
Don't let
when
him
they pair 'em
count,
up?
because if he counts, we just find out how he counts. So.
Yeah.
So each teams essentially take turns playing each other. Each team plays each other twice.
Okay.
So this coming Saturday, my team is playing the Rubies, and then the DKs are playing Larev.
Do any of y'all have personal vendettas against any of the other players that you go after them when you can over other people?
I personally try to destroy JoJo anytime we're together.
But you're so emotionally, right? Like you'll call her late at night and be like, nobody loves you. You'll never be happy.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah, and now
So on the ring, she's very professional, but right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would say everybody's really cool with each other, and we're all crazy competitive. But once the game's over, everybody shakes it off if they lost or.
So it's kind of like a field of battle. You kind of have the blood of other people that you're competing with. Is that how that works?
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is this something you kind of bond over that, as soon as they blow the gavel, I'm assuming that's what they do here, whenever they blow the gavel, that y'all go out for drinks afterwards?
Yeah,
or how does it generally work?
We always have an after party, and all the skaters go out, and the fans are always welcome to come. Just get dinner and have some drinks and hang out.
Well, that's awesome.
It's a good community.
So it's not just the event. You're even welcome to go out and kind of schmooze up with some of the people you just saw perform.
Yeah, so if you had a skater that you really liked, you can go to the after party and see them and talk to them, and all the skaters are
stalk
super.
I was saying, if you really liked them, I guess you could.
Now
Yeah.
this is up my alley.
I heard you liked cats, so I cut off a cat's head for you. There you go. I don't know why I could see you doing that as the joke. I would see you doing that joke over Matt and me. That's so. What's your favorite part about competing? Let's go from left to right. Let's go with Stains here, which would be streetcar name destruction.
I think that for me, what I like most about it is I'm surprised how into it I am, and surprised how much I want to improve myself physically to be better at it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a fun hobby. I'm gonna go drink, but once you're in it, you want to start, eating right and working out every day and pushing yourself as hard as you can. And it's kind of cool because you don't really get the chance to do that in your later years. Once you're done with high school, people stop playing sports usually. But it's a chance to really push yourself.
Okay. And whiskey picks? Is this what I have? I can never read my writing. See what I did there? That's a good little
whiskey picks works too.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad skater name. Do any of y'all have a favorite name that you've heard from another player? Where you thought, and you're like, oh, that's just great.
There's so many creative ones.
One of my favorite was Loco Chanel.
Oh, that's good. I think one of my favorite was Aaron 404, or what was it?
It was, their number was 404, and then the name was Page Not Found.
Oh, that's right. Paige. That was fantastic. That's one of my favorites.
We had a skater in the league named Catherine the Hate. I always loved that name.
Catherine the Hate. All right. Anybody else got some of your favorites? Because there's a database, right? This is just exactly like the clown college in France. Everyone has to have an independent name or an independent face, and you have to register with this database. You have to go and check and make sure that it's not just exactly the same, but not even close. It's got to be different. Do they ever retire names or?
Yeah, you can approach a skater if you know someone that has the name that you want. You can approach them and be like, hey, I want to take your name, and if they say no, then
one-on-one combat.
Yeah, exactly.
If they say no, then you have to find
Open the alligator pits.
I desperately wanted to be Angela Slamsbury. And there was a skater in New York who already had the name, so I was like,
there's
never mind.
Courtney Kuntz, which I always thought was a pretty good name too. I always liked that
Yeah.
one. So, again, what's your favorite part? We've already gone with streets here. Polly, you've talked a little bit about this. I didn't actually let you get a chance to answer on that. I made fun of you for a bit, and then we didn't continue.
On which one? On the what draws me to it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I did. Like as a kid, I grew up skating. That was like what my parents took me to go do. And I always wanted to be a speed skater as a kid. But if anybody knows me, my cardio is not the best. And I'm very short, so speed skating does not work out so well.
Yeah, for the camp, we've got you actually look taller than everybody else
Yes.
on the camera here. But in real life, you're
That's her
3'2",
actual height.
right? Yeah, she's standing right now.
not sitting.
Yeah, she's
She's
standing, and everybody else is like this.
And then I did.
We're gonna need to put those phone books back, by the way, Jed. I told you to make sure we don't lose those.
Phone books? What is a phone book?
They have two uses.
Way to go,
One,
Fox.
sell
Way to go.
advertisements. Two, boost up people. That's it. That's all they're good for anymore.
So then I did martial arts for about 4 years in high school. And so once I finished that, I was like, well, I need another sport to do. And just stumbled across roller derby, went to a game. And
Literally, you stumbled like on the slippery
Essentially,
shoes
yeah.
that have wheels on them. Okay.
Went to a game and was hooked ever since. I was like, I need to do this. Found the nearest league and just went with it. And I've been doing it for a year and a half now.
Polly?
What do I like about roller derby?
Nobody said
I found
hitting
my
girls,
people.
which would have been my favorite thing about being in a league.
What?
Getting away with hitting girls. See, if they asked me, that would be my favorite.
My favorite thing about it is hitting girls.
It's always-
Sound clip. We're taking that out. We're putting that. So that's going to go on the audio podcast where they can't see you. I'm going to edit that in every episode.
Well,
Matt, what's your opinion on global warming? I like hitting women. Polly, I'm so sorry you were rudely interrupted by this gentleman over here.
it was fine.
It's fine. I like that there's so much diversity and
Except for they're all women. That seems a little, but whatever. All right. Sexist.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and you get so much support off the track.
What I find fascinating is also kind of one of the reasons I like watching rugby is it's people of all sizes. It's not like you just need to be one particular type, like when you watch basketball or something. Like, ooh, if basketball had blockers, like big 350-pound guys who could shove over someone when they went for a layup. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. So, and that you're right. I mean, that's fascinating to me because I've seen tiny little skinny people, tiny large people, giant skinny people. It's fascinating because they each have a different job.
Same thing on the track.
Do you really?
Yeah, we're both jammers.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. What position do y'all each hold?
I'm a blocker.
Blocker?
I do whatever I'm
Whatever
told.
they, yeah.
Okay, Matt, you're the cynical asshole of the group. We got that. So,
He's known me for less than an hour.
There you go, done.
I've met you 4 times. But to be fair, you're probably the only person worse than me at remembering people and names.
I remember faces, but I can't remember names for any.
Same
Oh,
here.
I don't even
Same
remember
way.
you got it written down.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, my name's on my shirt? I was so confused for a
To be
second.
fair, I'm really, really drunk right now.
Can we get a slow clap for that?
I'm not.
Okay.
Bravo.
So I did used to actually have a shirt that I would wear. Actually, when I first met Assassination City, some of the girls, Dixie Witch and stuff, were on there. I had a shirt so there would be no confusion. Mine said "host" in really big letters because I just wanted to make sure everybody knew their place when I was doing an interview. Like, no, you're the guest, I'm the host. Let's keep this separate. So I always wanted to get them little shirts that said "co-host" really tiny. So that never quite worked out.
How
Well,
he makes us feel
yes.
tiny.
Well, I want to say thanks to everybody for coming in studio. The best way is acderby.com, and from there they can learn everything they could possibly want to know about the Assassination City Roller Derby. Y'all are going to be performing an event coming up. Again, what was the date on that?
July 18th.
July 18th. Perfect. What time of day is that usually?
It's in the evening. Whistles at 7 o'clock. Doors are at 6:30.
Okay.
BYOB and bring your own chair.
My calendar is
BYOC
empty that day.
is if you're into brevity, which is kind of my thing. I'm a little into the B. Brevity for short, like that. So, okay, so fantastic. Doors open at 6:30. You can sit down by 7. You can bring all your own booze you want. That's
No glass.
see, that's
No
your call.
glass.
Is it BYOW?
Bring
Is
your
that
own whiskey?
whiskey?
Weed.
Oh,
no, okay.
You know, I'm not going
I was
to
just
say.
saying
Your secret's my secret. Do what you need.
So I'd like to thank Pitch and Pull for sponsoring the show today.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
nice. I got that
thanks,
joke in there. No, thank you very much. And every time I've been, it's always been super, super exciting. And so I can definitely tell the people at home, like, you're going to have a blast. Like, you really are. It's, like, adrenaline-filled. It's crazy to see people that I've known that personally so nice, then I go watch them play for the first time. They're mean. And it's so great to go watch.